We're not on. Whoops. Oh, dear. I'm not ready. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed getting you ready for some more volleyball here. We already saw one victory here tonight for the A-Town JV squad. Now we'll see if the varsity squad can return the favor there as well and pick up their first win at home here this early season, as it was a fun JV matchup just a little while ago here, in case you missed it here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. It was quite the show put on by Taylor Hendel, as she came in with 5 kills in the game to lead the JV squad, also getting some help from the freshman Maya Alderson, who came into the matchup with 3 kills, or excuse me, 3 aces, I should say. What a day that was. But now our attention will turn over to the varsity squad. And the varsity squad, they've got a number of girls to keep an eye on, obviously, for A-Town. Number 15, Sydney Teal. She had an excellent game against South Fulton. Although it was in a losing effort, it was an excellent matchup nonetheless, as Sydney Teal finishing with 5 kills. It was 4 kills in the game for Sophie Kern, who I think her face just has a magnet in it for the volleyball, because she just keeps getting hit in the face. Pretty sure I saw her getting hit in the face during the warm-ups of the JV match just a little bit earlier here this evening. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'm sure she is fine. I saw her warming up here when A-Town was out doing warm-ups just a little while ago. Let me see some other numbers from the last matchup for A-Town against South Fulton. Number 7, Charlie Cox. She had a couple of kills. The ace department, that belonged to Maddie Stevens. She had 4 aces in the losing effort, I should say, to South Fulton. It was a very close contest, and let me see if I can pull up the final score of that matchup there for South Fulton. It was 25-16, although that was a lot closer than the score indicated. 25-16, 25-21. Oh, that was for the JV, excuse me. Let me get the varsity stats out there for South Fulton. It was 25-19, 25-18. Both were very close there as well. Looks like we're about ready to do the national anthem. So with that in mind, we are going to take a break. And when we come back, we will have volleyball here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
I enjoy working at MD.
And welcome back to Abingdon High School. Now it looks like we're ready to go to the national anthem. They were letting that music play there for quite a while, so we're going to take another timeout. We'll be back as we get ready for A-Town volleyball here on TSSR Game Time Live. brought to you by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Adams Experts means business, and not just any business, yours. We're the experts in backup solutions, data privacy, and security, maintaining networks or even building new ones, because monitoring, protecting, and preventing network and computer issues is what we do. We'll work with you to assess your virtual IT needs and get you back to business. Trust the experts. Outsource your IT with Adams Experts. Call today for your free consultation.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as we are ready for some volleyball here as the opening lineups here about to take place here. So we'll start with Galva. Galva, their starting lineup, coming out onto the floor. We'll see if we can get the numbers for you here. Addison Yepson, number 11, she is in the starting lineup there, which is kind of a surprise for me. She is a freshman on the team there. Number 20, Kendall Rogers. She is out there as well. Number 5, Ava Strom. Number 7, Madison Bates. Number 13, Chloe Rule. And number 1, Addison Moore. She is also out there here. And also out there as the libero here this evening, Kaylin Gale, number 25. She is also a freshman. That's why we didn't see her in the JV matchup there earlier. Out there for A-Town, as you can see. Well, we're a little blurry here this evening. You want to zoom in just a little bit there, Miss Alyssa. Try to get our camera focused a little bit there. Maddie Stevens, she is out there. Sophie Kern, also taking the floor after taking another shot to the face. Ellie Pompeo makes her way out. Number 11, Kendra Hendricks. Charlie Cox in the starting lineup there as well. And number 15, Sydney Teal. Again, we talked about her in the matchup against South Fulton. She was excellent in that matchup, so she will certainly be somebody to watch here in this contest. And we are ready for volleyball here. If you're watching on YouTube here this evening, get into the comments like JJ Fleming did. I did not forget about your comment there, JJ. We just had our pregame show to take care of. JJ Fleming, he is a big A-Town fan. Let's go A-Town. He was in on the JV matchup here earlier, and now he is here for our varsity matchup here this evening. Let me make sure I get all these numbers here. 11, 20, 5, 5, and 7. Those were the two numbers I was missing for Galva in my starting lineup. All right, we are good to go here this evening. Starting lineup there for A-Town. We talked about it just a moment ago, as both teams huddling, as you can see. And we are ready to get this one underway. This should be a good one here. If it's anything like the JV matchup here, we should be in it for a good one here at A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Beautiful night, by the way. Cooler night, a little cloudy outside, but hey, we'll take the cooler conditions, especially in this unair-conditioned venue here at A-Town High School. So we are ready to go here. Out to do the serving, number 18, Maddie Stevens, who was excellent against South Fulton. She had 4 aces in the contest. And Maddie will get things underway here this evening. A lot of pace on that one to start things off. Galva will get it over, and we're underway. Setting up Sophie Kern. She goes for the kill attempt. She's going to get the opening kill here in this one. Sophie Kern slams that one through the defense of Galva. It goes to the backstop, 1-0 the start for the Tornadoes. Out there again, Maddie Stevens looking for some more service points. She had a lot of service points in the match there against South Fulton as well. Nice dig by Sophie Kern, who just picked up that kill. Going for the kill now is Ellie Pompeo. She's going to pick that one up. It's a 2-0 start for the A-Town Tornadoes. 2-0 the start here. Camera been a little funny here tonight. Going in and out of focus a lot. I'm not sure what the problem is there, but we're back in and ready to go here just in time for the point. Sophie Kern sends it over. And now Galva will set it up. And they hammer that one down. My goodness, a lot of pace behind that one. Ava Strom, she's going to get the kill, and it's 2-1. So 3 points, 3 kills here in the game so far. 2 for A-Town, 1 for Galva. This is going to be a good one, folks. Hang on to your hats. And there's a service ace. That one going to go in for Addison Yepsen, I believe. Number 11, it sure is. So Yepsen will pick up the first ace here in the contest. And there's some good athletes out here on the floor. Hendricks sets up Kern. Kern gets it over. JJ Fleming still into the comments. If you're out there, give JJ someone to talk to here. Hammering that one down, but not getting the kill attempt there is Ellie Pompeo. And now Hendricks setting up Sophie Kern. Kern going to hit that one through the defense. She'll get the kill. Her second kill of the night. And we have a 3-2 game. Boy, this has been a fun one here in the early going. 5 points in, 3-2. Kern with the serve. Nearly sends that one. That's going to go down as a service ace. And what a start to the day for Sophie Kern. She's got 2 kills also. Has picked up an ace. Doesn't get much better than that. Kern sends that one down the line. And that one going to hit the pole. They're going to stay out of play. I think Kern might have just picked up another ace. We'll see if they put it on the board. I don't know if they will. Either way, well, they do put it on the board, so I'll put it on my score sheet there. Kern, her second ace. It's 4-2, 5-2, excuse me. 5-2 lead here for A-Town. Hendricks setting up Cox, who slams that one, but right into the net. And now it'll be a 5-3 score. One of the first errors in this contest that we've seen. Out there to do the serving here for Galva. Trying to see the number. I didn't get the number. So sending that one over, though, is Ellie Pompeo. Hendricks setting up Cox. Cox sends that one straight down. She's got her first kill of the night. And it's 6-3 Tornadoes. I tell you, the JV matchup, I mean, you just saw a very different A-Town team, and I'm sure that's got a lot to do with the coaching of Jessica Lujan. She had about 8 days to get her girls ready for this matchup, and they've come out swinging here in the early going. Hendricks sets up her teammate. That one goes down, but not a point, excuse me. Getting that one down, but sending it out of play is Allie Peed. And that'll be 6-4 now, the score. As an error there by the Tornadoes. Out to serve is Galva. That is number 5. And there's a violation by A-Town. Another point going to the Wildcats. And back to a 1-point game. It's 6-5. Number 5, Ava Strom, back out there. And now, getting that one over, but great defense there for Galva. Excellent effort there at the net by Kendra Hendricks, but getting that one down. Galva, a couple of girls coming in on that one. And then sending it into the net is Strom, so a service error there. It's 7-6. See who they gave the kill to on that one. They don't have it up. They do have it up on the board. I believe they gave that one to number 1, Addison Moore. So Addison Moore picks up her first kill of the night. And now Galva with a chance, sending that one over. Getting that one just on the line. We're tied at 7. Didn't see who hit that one in. I believe that was number 11 who's going to pick up the point there. Addison Yepson. They haven't given it on the scoreboard yet, but it did look like Yepson was the one getting the kill on that one. As Hendricks. And a miscommunication there for A-Town between Allie Peed and Addison Anderson. J.J. Fleming getting in to the comments saying he wished he could be there, but he had stuff to do. But watching it live is certainly a lot of fun. Well, we appreciate you watching there, J.J. As Charlie Cox sends it over. 8-7. We got a good one. You're missing out on a good one there, J.J. Nice dig there by Sophie Kern, but A-Town unable to save it from going out of bounds. Awkward fall there for Sophie Kern, who I saw 8 days ago getting taped up with an ice pack onto her elbow. She's a tough cookie. Taking a couple of shots off the face as well. 9-7. Speaking of Kern, gets that one out. That one going to go to Galva. That's a close play right there at the net. A timeout is called by A-Town, and we'll take a timeout with them. We're back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
And welcome back to A-Town High School. Wyatt Reed on the call as the A-Town Tornadoes taking on the Galva Wildcats here. First set. Galva has gotten out to a 10-7 start. J.J. Fleming saying, come on, A-Town. Got this, don't back down. So he's been really cheering for the A-Town Tornadoes here in the early going. If anyone out there also wants to cheer along here, feel free to get into the comments. Setting up Charlie Cox, but unable to get the point there. And Galva sends that one. Sophie Kern should have let that one go. That one's going to go down as a kill. Give it, I believe, to number 11, Addison Yepson. If that's the case, that's her second kill of the night by my book. And that's going to put the score up to 11-7. And getting that one in, Hendricks. Sending that one over is Claire Anderson. Nice defense at the net there for A-Town. And Pompeo. And they're going to have to send this one over. They are able to do so. Allie Peed gets it over. 11-7 our score. Sending that one across. Hendricks setting up Charlie Cox towards the net. That one led just a hair too far. And it's a 12-7 score. Despite what the scoreboard wants to tell you here. It's been a little slow here in the early going. 12-7 now our score. And Hendricks setting up Cox. Cox, a little tip. Oh, that one goes out of bounds. Otherwise, they had that one marked out perfectly. Just had to get that one down the sideline, but just missed it. And it's a 13-7 score. And that one, did that stay in? Oh, man, that was close. That was right there on the line. A good play by Sophie Kern to let that one go. It's 13-8. Man, that didn't miss by much. Good eye. Out to do the duties here is Charlie Cox, who sends it right into the net, so a service error. And it's 14-8. Great matchup here so far. Did have a substitution for Galva. Number 9 off the floor, Reese Sumner. We saw her in the JV matchup. Setting up Sophie Kern. Kern sends that one down, and it's a point for A-Town. Sophie Kern, she's got her third kill of the night to go along with 2 aces. 14-9 is our score. Now out to do the serving. Number 15, Sydney Teal. She's been quiet tonight. Nearly got an ace right there. Nice dig there back for Teal. And unable to save that one as Galva wins that point. A wild point it was. It's 15-9. Good to have you along here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. My name's Wyatt Reed on the call. And Galva will get that over. Hendricks, gets that one to Kern as she hits that one through the defense. Another kill for Sophie Kern. It's 15-10. Give her 4 kills to go along with 2 aces. It's been all Sophie Kern. Now Maddie Stevens, she's out there. She had 4 aces in the last matchup against South Fulton. Nice play there by Galva. Hendricks setting up Kern again. She goes for it, but sends it just wide. Took another swing at it, did Sophie. Just missing a hair wide on the baseline there. 16-10. Galva gets it in. Hendricks setting up Pompeo. That one also wide. Back-to-back errors by A-Town. And it's 17-10. So they've updated the scoreboard, by the way. I was right. Number 11 for Galva. She has 2 kills. So how about that? Sending it over Sydney Teal. Galva setting it up. That's going to be a violation on the setup. And that is going to be a point for the Tornadoes. It's 17-11. Just 4 kills for Galva, even though they lead 17-11. Taking advantage of some A-Town mistakes. Sophie Kern with the serve. Nice defense there at the net, but might be a double hit there by Ellie Pompeo. Once again, that's not going to go down as a kill, but just another point for Galva. They'll take them no matter how they get them. It's 18-11. As the service comes in, Hendricks sets up Charlie Cox. Cox sends that one down and in, as Charlie Cox will pick up her 2nd kill of the night. It's 18-12. Charlie Cox has been swinging. She came out swinging, 18-12. Lost my train of thought there. Out to serve is Mia Lujan. Galva tried to send that one over, but unsuccessful. Ava Strom, and there's back-to-back points for A-Town. 5-point game. Lujan gets that one back in. Galva going to send that one over. Sophie Kern sets up Hendricks, who gets that one to Sydney Teal, who sends it over. And now back and forth we go. One of the longer rallies we've seen here tonight. Sets up Cox. Cox into the net. Nice play, though. Kern gets it to Stevens, who sends it over, but she sends it out. That was great by both sides, really. It was one of the longer rallies, like I mentioned, so far here in the game. That one just goes out wide, 19-13. Strom serves it. Charlie Cox, a little tip over. Nice play there by Galva in defense. And they're going to send it right down, as that is Addison Yepsen picking up her 3rd kill of the night. That is 20-13, Back out there to serve Ava Strom. Sets up Hendricks, now to Cox. Cox sends that one down hard. Charlie Cox does it again. The sophomore showing off that strong arm, 20-14 into the game. Number 17, Addison Anderson. 20-14 our score. Out to serve is Kendra Hendricks. And Galva sending it over. As now it's Anderson sending that one down to Sydney Teal. Unsuccessful though. Hendricks sets up Cox. Cox sends that one out just a hair wide. I think she was looking for someone on the Galva side to touch it, but they did not. And it's 21-14. Good little football score for you here. Got football, the NFL coming back tomorrow, by the way. That one gets down for an ace. As that was number 7, Madison Bates, for Galva. And another timeout on the floor as A-Town wants to talk it over. It's 22-14. We're back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
And welcome back to A-Town High School. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening as A-Town taking on Galva in our first set. 22-14, Galva's gotten out to a lead. Another timeout by A-Town, and their coach, Jessica Lujan, she was not happy. Saying, gotta talk. That one right off the arm of Sophie Kern. I think that one's gonna be another ace, if I'm not mistaken, for Madison Bates. She might have 2 aces here in the contest. They gave her a kill earlier in the game as well. So it's 23-14. As Bates gets that one in. And again, there's just miscommunication there for A-Town. That one just goes right down in the middle of the court. As it's 24-14. They gave the point to the wrong person there just a moment ago on my scoreboard to the right. I got the right score, though, down. Bates sends that one wide. So set point. We'll have to try it again as it's 24-15. 24-15 our score. JJ Fleming, if it's lagging, you might want to try to reset the stream. Just refresh your page. Because we have excellent service here thanks to the Wi-Fi from A-Town High School. Charlie Cox, the serve, getting that one over. Nice dig there by Cox. Hendricks sets up Kern. Kern, a little tip over the net. Galva was ready for it. And now Hendricks setting up Teal. Teal, little tip at the net, double hit. And that's going to be a point for the Tornadoes. It's 24-16. 24-16. A-Town staying alive here. Charlie Cox sends that one in. Galva trying to send that one into the net. Trying to send that one over the net, but Addison Yepsen sent it into the net. That's what I meant to say. And it's 24-17. Charlie Cox again with the serve. And that one's going to be an ace for Charlie Cox. Give her her first ace of the night. Going along with 3 kills. A lot of numbers here for A-Town. It's 24-18, excuse me. As Charlie Cox sends it in again, nearly another ace. My goodness, what a good serve that one. But that one goes off of A-Town out of bounds, and that will end our first set. 25-18 the score as we go to the second set right after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their health care.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to A-Town High School. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening as we get ready for set number 2 between A-Town and Galva. What a great first set that was, though. It was back and forth, although the first set ends 25-18. It certainly was a lot closer. Some excellent statistics for A-Town, but the problem was they just were unable to string together points pretty much back-to-back. I mean, they would get a point, but then they would give up 2 or 3 points. So, what did they say? 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. That's kind of how it was for A-Town there in that first set. So as we get our scoreboard all squared away here, and it will be squared away once we are good to go. There we go. And now Galva out to do the serving duties here. Good to have you along here. JJ says his internet is back up and running here. It's got to reset the stream sometimes. Serve comes in, and we're underway. Nice defense there at the net by Hendricks, and that one goes down as it'll be a point for the Tornadoes. As that was Kendra Hendricks just stuck out her right arm and just sent that one straight back down. She's like, no, sir, that one's not coming through. And speaking of Hendricks, she's out there to do the serving duties. Hendricks sends it in. Galva setting it up, sending it over. Sophie Kern setting up Sydney Teal. That one right into the net, and we're tied at 1. 1-1 our score. Good to have you along here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Feel free to get into the comment section if you would like to chat with us like JJ Fleming has been doing here so far today. Nice dig out there on the serve by Kern, but Kern unable to save that one from going out of play. And it'll be a 2-1 score here for the Wildcats. So the first set goes to the Wildcats, 25-18. And now the second, that serve, goes way out of play by Kendall Rogers. And we're tied at 2. Charlie Cox out to do the serving again for A-Town as that one is in. Galva gets it over and sending that one high. Kern will send it over the net. And now back and forth we go. Getting it over is Galva. Hendricks sets up Kern. Kern sends that one down, but just a hair too long, as that'll be another point for the Wildcats. It's 3-2. 4 kills in the game for Sophie Kern to go along with 2 aces. So she is certainly the statistic leader as Kern gets that one down. Give her another kill. Speak of the devil, and she shows up. That goes down as another kill. We're tied at 3. Should go down as another kill. I put it down as a kill because, again, I'm feeling generous. But also I think I'm getting how to score these kills, and I'm a little faster than the scoreboarder here at A-Town, as that one goes right into the net, and that'll be another point for the Tornadoes. It's 4-3. I haven't updated it, but I can guarantee you that that is a kill, even though they don't want to give it to her on the scoreboard. So I will have one more than Sophie Kern shows on the scoreboard here at the gymnasium. Galva gets it over. Charlie Cox sets up Hendricks. Back to Kern. Kern sends it down again. It's been the Sophie Kern show all night long. It's 5-3. 6 kills on the night for Sophie Kern, and back out there to serve is Sydney Teal. Teal gets that one in. 2-point lead. Galva into the net and out of play. As that was Madison Bates who tried to send that one down across the court, but she sent it right into the net. If that one didn't hit the net, that one was going straight down. 6-3 again our score. A-Town looking to win the set and send it to a decisive third set. That one goes into the net, as that was off the hands of Addison Moore. And it's 7-3. And now still out there to serve is Sydney Teal. Teal serves it in, and now Galva will try to get it over. A little lob over. Charlie Cox sets up Hendricks, sets up Pompeo. And that one goes a little wide, as Galva, a miss hit there. That'll be another point for the Tornadoes. 8-3 our score here in the second set. Timeout on the floor as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to A-Town High School as we are in the second set here. My name's Wyatt Reed, by the way, as we are in the second set between A-Town and Galva. Galva winning the first set, 25-18. However, A-Town has come out swinging as they lead here in the second set, 8-3. And it has been all Sophie Kern so far here tonight. She's got 6 kills. Scoreboard has her at 5. I have her at 6. 6 kills and 2 aces, but that one goes out of play, and the timeout may have iced Sydney Teal. So that goes down as a point for the Wildcats, and that'll make it 8-4. Not what you want to see out of a timeout, but we'll see how Galva responds. That one nearly goes in as an ace. Ellie Pompeo tried to tip that one down, and Galva gets it over. Nice little dig there by Sydney Teal. Sophie Kern sends it down off the defense and down to the floor. 9-4 our score. Give her another one. She's got 7. 7 kills on the day for Sophie Kern. It's 9-4. And now Maddie Stevens out to do the serving, the senior. And she gets it in. Galva will set it up. Oh, nice defense there at the net by A-Town. And Galva going to try again. Another great defense. Hendricks in there on the play. Charlie Cox, Sophie Kern fighting for it as it goes out of play. Galva will pick up the point. How about the defense, though? I believe that's Ellie Pompeo and Kendra Hendricks down there at the net. 2 of the bigger bodies out there for A-Town. Making a great defensive wall here so far. Hendricks setting up Pompeo, but a violation. They're going to say a double hit for Pompeo, and that'll be 9-6. Leader for Galva on the day. Let me get that name for you here in just a second. As Sydney Teal sets up Hendricks, setting up Pompeo, who sends it down right into the corner. That one just about an inch away from going out of play, but Ellie Pompeo picks up another kill, her second of the night. And it's 10-6. Sophie Kern out there. She's got 2 aces on the night, doesn't get one there. Hendricks, though, setting up Charlie Cox, a little tip at the net, and that one off the divider, and a violation is called. Tornadoes point. It's 11-6. So the leading score getter, I will say, for Galva, before I forget, Addison Yepson, the freshman. She's got 3 kills on the day. Kern sends that one in, and that one a little tip over. Hendricks going to one-tap that one over, but they're going to say she hit the net. That is a violation, and that is a point for the Wildcats. JJ, did you fall asleep? JJ was really into the comments here earlier, but he may have fallen asleep. I don't know how you could fall asleep in a great match like this. 11-7 our score, and Maddie Stevens hits that one, but it goes out of play. That'll be a service ace for number 1, Addison Moore. And that'll be her first ace of the day. As our score, 11-8. Hendricks setting up Pompeo. Pompeo sends it down. Nice dig out there And great defense there by Pompeo to send it right back over. Galva gets that one. Kern digs it out. Hendricks sets up Charlie Cox. That one through the defense and down. Another one for Charlie Cox. She's got 4, and it's 12-8. Let's get this right here. 12-8 is our score now, as Pompeo sends that one way wide on the serve. It's now 12-9. So those are the kind of those mistakes that you got to keep an eye on here. A-Town will get out into a lead, but then they'll make little mix-ups like that, and the other team will get on a rally. Charlie Cox sends that one down. Boy, Galva might have wanted to let that one go, but they play it, and we play on. Hendricks sets up Teal. That one at the net. That one goes down. It's going to be a kill, as that'll make it 13-9. I believe Sydney Teal going to pick up her first kill of the night, as it's 13-9. They sure do. Sydney Teal with the kill. Hendricks going to serve this one in. And now Hendricks going to play it, setting up Emma Macomb. And Galva gets that one right over. Oh, Sophie Kern, nice play there on the miscommunication. Charlie Cox gets it over. As A-Town scrambling, it looks like they've figured it out. Charlie Cox sends it down, picks up another kill. 5th kill of the day for Charlie Cox. It's 14-9. That should go down as her 5th kill, excuse me. They've got her for 4. She also has an ace in this one. Like I said, I've been a little generous with the kills, but that's just how I'm scoring it here tonight. Whether I'm right or not, that's to be determined. That one off the arm of Sophie Kern. That one looked like it might have been a miscommunication as Ellie Pompeo was coming in on that one. And it's 14-10. I'm close, no matter what the scoreboard says. I am very close on my scorekeeping here today. Sophie Kern gets that one up, and Hendricks sends it over. Oh, Hendricks going to pick up the kill on that one, as she sent it to a corner where Galva, they weren't occupying it very well, as it nearly went out of play. A Galva player was able to get their hand on it, but unsuccessfully. Charlie Cox then picks up another ace, her 2nd of the day. And it is 16-10. And the rally continues here for A-Town here in this second, as Charlie Cox gets that one in. A lot of pace on that one. Galva going to set it up, sending it down. Nice play there. She'll pick up her kill. That's Ava Strom. First time we said her name in quite some time. Give her her 2nd kill of the night. 16-11 now the score. And now Strom will go out there and serve. Strom gets that one in. Hendricks sets up Kern. Kern sends that one through the defense and back. Galva going to play it. And Galva sends it over. Pompeo sets up Teal. Teal gets that one down in play. It's 17-11. Boy, it's a game of inches here, volleyball is. Sydney Teal picks up her 3rd kill of the night. It's 17-11. Serving it is Sydney Teal. And Galva tried to go. Nice dig there by Teal. And A-Town's got to send it over. They do send it over. Free play here for Galva if they want it, but there's miscommunication there as well. And now A-Town has to get it over. They do get it over. Boy, a little discombobulated here for both teams so far. Pompeo tried to send that one down as Macomb sends it over. And it's out of play off of Galva. And that'll make it 18-11. Are we in for our first 3-set matchup of the home calendar here on TSSR Game Time Live? I certainly hope so. This has been a good one. Over the net, that's going to be a violation on A-Town. And it will instead be a point going to Galva. So 18-12 now the score. In to serve. That is number 7, Madison Bates. Bates That one right into the net. So just when you think Galva can maybe start to mount a rally, they go and make an error. That one right into the net, and Maddie Stevens, she will check in. It's 19-12. Maddie Stevens will serve that one. That one had a lot of pace to it as well. Galva needs to get this one over if they can, and that one somehow goes down for a point. And that's going to be a kill for Kendall Rogers. I don't think she was expecting to get a kill when she sent it over her shoulder like that, but she's going to get it anyway. 19-13 now the score. And now we'll see if Galva can start a rally as Charlie Cox sets up Hendricks to Kern. Kern, a little tip right into the net. And Kern's frustrated with that one. It'll be 19-14. This has been an excellent match so far between two very talented teams. As Charlie Cox setting up Pompeo, who sends it over. And now trying to go for it, swinging way hard. That one goes out of play. Kendall Rogers misses on that one. It's 20-14. Now Sophie Kern coming in. She's got 2 aces on the night, also 7 kills. Doesn't get an ace there, but as that one goes over. And nice play there by Stevens just to send it over so A-Town can reset. And that one a little tip over. Nice play by Charlie Cox to dig it out. They send it back over, and they will set it up. And now Sydney Teal to Hendricks, Charlie Cox sends it down, but just misses. Little tip over. Nice play by Hendricks. Pompeo sends it right back over. Good back and forth between these two teams. This is one of the better rallies of the night. Pompeo goes for the kill, doesn't get it. Galva. Cross court, that one misses wide. It's 21-14. What a rally that was between the two teams. Good back and forth, great defense on both sides, but it's 21-14. And that one goes right into the net. Sophie Kern, a service error. And now it's 21-15. Charlie Cox, she's got 5 kills. Sophie Kern, she's got 7. Right back into the net. As that's Addison Moore. The service error, and now the Tornadoes just 3 points away from sending this to a deciding third set. Out to do the serving is Mia Lujan. Lujan gets that one in. Ooh, a little English on that one. Maddie Stevens setting up Sydney Teal. That one down, and that one goes for a point as it was off the hands of Galva. 2 points away for A-Town. It's 23-15. So I think Charlie Cox might actually pick up the kill. Or no, Sydney Teal, I think, might even pick up the kill. They have her for 3. I have her for 3, so we'll just leave it. Hendricks sets up Charlie Cox. That one met at the net. That's going to be a point violation on A-Town, and it's 23-16. So we'll try it again. This has been quite the match so far. Good back and forth between Galva and A-Town. Serving that one in, Sophie Kern able to get a hand on it. Lujan tried to save it from going out of play, but she's unsuccessful, and it's 23-17. And they're going to give an ace? Oh, they might have given that one an ace. I don't know why you'd give that one an ace, but Hendricks sets up Sydney Teal. Teal through the defense, but it doesn't go down. As a nice play, Charlie Cox will dig that one out. Hendricks sets up Cox again. She sends it over. And now just sending it right back over. Charlie Cox tried to get that one to her teammate, Sydney Teal, but might have led her a little too far, and it's 23-18. So they gave another ace in the game to Addison Yepsen. So I'll give one to her there as well for Galva. Sydney Teal going to send that one over. 23-18 our score. As Charlie Cox sets up Hendricks. Now back to Cox. It's been those two touching the ball a lot here recently. Nice dig there by Sophie Kern as getting that one over is Sydney Teal. Violation on the Wildcats, and A-Town is 1 point away from sending this to a decisive third set. Kendra Hendricks will come in and do the serving duties. Hendricks sends that one into the net, however, so they will have to try it again against the serve. Kendall Rogers in to serve for Galva, as Rogers will try to keep Galva's second set alive. Kern gets that one out. Hendricks to Teal, and Teal will send it over, and a miscommunication by Galva, and that's going to go down for a point, and we are going to a third set. What a match this has been between A-Town and Galva. I tried to combine the two teams there. We'll take a timeout. Third set coming up next as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MD8.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Adams Experts means business. And not just any business, yours. We're the experts in backup solutions, data privacy, and security, maintaining networks or even building new ones, because monitoring, protecting, and preventing network and computer issues is what we do. We'll work with you to assess your virtual IT needs and get you back to business. Trust the experts. Outsource your IT with Adams Experts. Call today for your free consultation.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to A-Town High School. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening, as we've got an excellent matchup here between A-Town and Galva. First set goes to Galva, 25-18, and as you can see on the scoreboard here, the second set goes to A-Town, so now we go to a decisive third set, first to 15 points. So let's get it going here. We're tied at 1, and out to do the serving duties is Kendra Hendricks. And this is where this could be a very tricky here, because if you have 25, you have points to play with. But since you only have to 15, man, one mistake could cost you in a three-set matchup here in the IHSA. Sending it over is Hendricks, and we're underway here in the third. And that's going to be an error, as that one may have been a little bit of a carry, I guess, for Galva. And that'll be a point there for the Tornadoes, and they're off to a 1-0 start here in the decisive third set. Kendra Hendricks back out there as she gets that one in. And we're back underway, trying to get that one down. A nice defensive play there as Charlie Cox goes into the net. And it'll be a point for the Wildcats. We're tied at 1. Of course, got to win by 2, if my memory serves me correct. So even though you got to play to 15, got to win by 2. Sophie Kern setting up Hendricks, getting it to Sydney Teal. Teal sends it over. And Galva trying to lead. That's Kendall Rogers trying to lead her to set up a shot, but led her just a little too far and into the net. So that'll be a point for the Tornadoes. It's 2-1. Charlie Cox, she's out to serve. She's got a couple of aces here in the ball game. Oh, what a nice play there. Didn't see who had that one. I believe that was number 5, Ava Strom. She'll pick up the kill, I believe. Yep, that's her third kill of the night. And we are tied at 2. Just put that in an area where the Tornadoes were not. And now Rogers sends that one in. Underway. Hendricks gets it to Teal. Teal sends it over. Galva setting up the play, but Little miscommunication there, setting up Sophie Kern. First time we said her name in quite a while. And now a little tip. Unable to make the play is Hendricks, and a little tip down and a point for Galva. It's 3-2. Didn't see who's going to get the kill on that one for Galva. We'll see if the scoreboard updates here, giving me the answer. And that is going to go down as an ace. What a play there by Kendall Rogers. That one had some English on it. Give her an ace, her first of the day. Go along with a kill. Even though the scoreboard doesn't have her for a kill, I do have her for a kill here this evening. It's 4-2. Kendall sends it in. And Sophie Kern sends it over with her return. And miscommunication there once again by the Tornadoes, And that one hits down. It's 5-2. So not the ideal start for A-Town as they are trailing 5-2 in the first of 15. And that's going to go down as an ace as it's Kendall Rogers again, sending that one through the Tornadoes' arms. 2 aces here in this decisive set. It's 6-2. A-Town looking to go on a run here, but got to stop Kendall Rogers and her service. Rogers gets that one in. Hendricks sets up Kern. Kern sends that one down, but just a hair wide, as that'll go to Galva, and it's 7-2. Certainly looked like from up here might have had a good shot there for Kern, as there's another ace by Kendall Rogers, and Galva is running away with this third and final set as a timeout is called on the floor. 8-2 here in the decisive third set. We're back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to A-Town High School. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening as A-Town and Galva in a good one here into the third and final set. However, Galva running away with it here. It's an 8-2 start as Kendall Rogers serving again, sets up Hendricks. Now Teal gets it over. And that one right back over. Hendricks setting it up back to Teal, and Teal sends it right over again. Now Galva trying to get this one over. Charlie Cox gets it to Hendricks. Now to Sophie Kern. That one goes down nearly through. Galva's got to get it over. One too many hits. And out of the timeout, it is a point for the Tornadoes. It's 8-3. What a great match we've had here in this contest between Galva and A-Town. Out to serve now is Sydney Teal. She'll look to get some service points as A-Town will look to get back into this third and final set. Galva sends it across right down. What an excellent play there. Addison Yepson, the freshman, gets her 4th kill of the night to go along with 2 aces. Not playing like a freshman. My goodness, what a night she's having. 9-3 our score. And there's an ace, as that is going to go down for Ava Strom. She's having herself a good night as well. She's got 3 kills and give her first ace. Strom gets that one in. No ace this time. Hendricks gets it to Charlie Cox. Cox sends that one out, and it's 10-3. Saw the JV squad win earlier here today for A-Town. Varsity squad trying to do the same here. It's been a great match here. Oh, they got 11-3 on the scoreboard. And that might be the case. So now it's 12-3. I might have missed a point on that one. Either way, it's now 12-3. Galva with the lead. And they're 3 points away from winning this thing. That one nearly another service ace. It is another service ace. And it has just been a serving exhibition here for Ava Strom here in the third and final set. Ava Strom with her second ace of the night. And as I say that, she sends it right into the net, so it's 13-4. The old announcer's jinx, they like to call that, as Maddie Stevens, the senior, will come in, trying to serve A-Town back into this one. That one right into the net, and there's one. Got to start somewhere. And it's 13-5. Maddie Stevens on the day. No official points, no kills, no aces to my knowledge. I'll check the scoreboard, make sure I'm right. Charlie Cox sets up Hendricks. Now to Kern. Kern through the defense, but Galva is able to save it. Now Hendricks gets it to Pompeo. Pompeo sends that one down, and that one nearly into the net. Nice play there. Pompeo, another try, and she picks up the kill. Her fourth kill of the night. It's 13-6. Galva still 2 points away. And sure enough, Maddie Stevens, no kills, no aces here on the day as I look at the scoreboard and look at my score sheet. Trying to get that ace. Hey, looky there. The announcer's jinx works on the good side there. Give her an ace. And now Maddie Stevens makes it a 13-7 contest. It was 13-4 a moment ago, so 3 straight points. That one has some pace to it as well. Galva's got to get it over. They are able to do so. Charlie Cox sets up Hendricks, gets it to Kern. Kern tried to get it through the defense, but great defense there at the net. And it's 1 point away for Galva. Great defensive play there. Didn't see who got it. But now 1 point away and in to do the serving is number 7, Madison Bates. The junior sends it into the net. So we'll have to try again. And now Sophie Kern. She's been the star here today for A-Town. 6 kills with 2 aces, but it's her service error into the net that ends it here tonight. Kind of an anticlimactic. Oh, wait a minute. I thought we played to 15, but I guess not. I was told we played to 15. No, we go to 25. I'm just retold. So I was playing it off like we were done here tonight. Not the case. Charlie Cox sends it into the net. So ignore everything I just said. Everything I just said. And you know what? I'm just now remembering what I was told, as it is in a tournament, the third set is to 15. Well, it's not an anticlimactic ending yet, but it has been all Galva so far here in this third set, 17-8. I just had this conversation, too, with my boss. Ellie Pompeo gets that one over. 17-8 the score as that one goes over. Still plenty of points then if you're A-Town trying to get back into this one. Galva tries to send it across, but right into the net as it's Addison Yepson, the freshman, hitting that one into the net. It's 17-9. I just blame that on the fact that we haven't had a 3-set match so far here tonight, or this season so far, at least that we have called. That one goes way out of play. Point goes to A-Town, and the rally continues as they've closed it to within a 7-point lead. Pompeo, a lot of juice on that one. Galva sends it over. Sophie Kern sets up Hendricks, gets it to Charlie Cox. As Cox, one hand, and that one is stuck up on top of the rafters. I can't believe it. It's literally on the air vent above the gym. I've never seen that in my life. I don't know what that does. We have a new ball in. So does that point not count? Oh my goodness gracious, that point does not count. All that for nothing. It's actually, it's 17-10. As Galva, Charlie Cox, nice save by Cox. As Galva tries to get that one over, and Galva going to get the kill on that one after all that chaos. Good luck getting that ball down out of the rafters. During the break, I will try to help out our camera girl, and we'll see if we can get that one on the camera here if we do happen to take a break. 18-10 is the score. Hendricks setting up Charlie Cox. Oh, did she get that one in? Oh, they're going to say she did. Charlie Cox picks up another kill, her 6th of the night. And it's 18-11. I can safely say I have never seen a ball get stuck on the air vents up there. But it is up there, I promise you that. And if we have another timeout, we will get a shot of that. Hendricks serves it in. A-Town still trying to rally. Charlie Cox gets it to Hendricks. Back to Cox. Cox sends it down, but no point. Pompeo. Back to Hendricks. Back to Sydney Teal. First time saying her name in quite some time. Nice little play there for Galva. Charlie Cox. Oh, she didn't really know what to do with it. She didn't know if she wanted to jump or not. And instead she sends it into the net. It's 19-11. So after all the chaos that has happened here in this third set, me thinking that it was just going to 15, shows you what I know. I'm still rusty, but we're moving along here. It's been a great broadcast, though, here on TSSR Game Time Live. Sophie Kern, nice little play there. And just tipping it over is Hendricks. And we will reset here as Anderson sets it up to Teal. And that one goes down, a little miscommunication, 19-12 our score. 19-12. And Charlie Cox comes in. She's got 2 aces to go along with, I have 6 kills for her as well. Been a good night for Charlie Cox. Also a good night for Sophie Kern. As Galva sends that one over and down. As that's going to be another kill for Ava Strom. She's having a huge night here for the Wildcats. That one goes down, her 4th kill of the night. To go along with 2 aces, and it's 20-12. And Kern gets that one over. A tip at the net, that one goes down. Believe Strom going to get that one as well. Her 5th kill of the night, and another timeout for A-Town as they're 4 points away from falling here in the third and decisive set. We'll be back after this. There's the ball, by the way, in case you were wondering, as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to A-Town High School. Once again, if you're just now joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. That's where the ball got stuck into the rafters earlier here this evening. What a night it has been. What a great matchup between Galva and A-Town. The JV A-Town Tornadoes picking up the win earlier here tonight. The varsity side trying to rally back from a huge deficit here in the third and final set. Great defense at the net. That's a good way to start down to the timeout. It's a point for A-Town. It is 21-13. I don't know who they gave that point to, but either way, it was an excellent play there for for A-Town. Nice play there by A-Town defending that one as Sophie Teal sends it over. And another great play by Sophie Kern, who sends that one into the defense, and the defense able to make the play. That one goes down. Another point for Galva, and they're 3 points away now. Sydney Teal. I was saying Sophie Teal. I don't know what's going on here. It's been a fun one so far here. I'm just focused on the action. Not really getting the names right, though. That's my bad. Hendricks sets it up. Allie Peed gets that one through. And Galva will send it right back over. Peed gets it over, but they say a violation. And that'll be another point for Galva. It's 23-13. 2 points away. A-Town going to need one of those long rallies that they had earlier in the game, and that's certainly not going to help. Who else? It's Ava Strom picking up her third ace of the night. Man, she's been a handful. Going along with 5 kills on the night. It's 24-13, 1 point away. And Ava Strom will have a chance to serve for the win. 24-13, Strom gets it in. Hendricks sets up Kern. Kern sends that one in. Oh, we might have another one get lost in the rafters there, but Galva's able to save it. And now back to Kern. Kern sends it down and in. She's got another kill, her 8th of the night. A-Town's not dead yet. It's 24-14. 8 kills and 2 aces for Sydney Kern. Maddie Stevens into the game, and she'll do the serving. It was her service a little while ago that got A-Town on a roll. A lot of service points in a row, and now Galva will have to send that one over. Free play here for A-Town. Setting that up to Sophie Kern, who gets it over. Now Galva. Oh, that might have led him just a little too far. That one goes through the net, and that'll be another point for the Tornadoes. Staying alive, it's 24-15. Maddie Stevens still out there. Looking for more service points to keep A-Town's night alive. She's going to need to rattle off a lot. Stevens does have 1 ace on the night. Not going to get it there, but Galva's a little discombobulated here as they try to send that one in. Hendricks, one taps it over. And now Galva will try to get it over. As Teal sets up Kern. Kern sends that one over. And now Galva sending it right back over. Nice back and forth here. Hendricks setting up Sophie Kern through the defense. But a nice defensive play there by Galva. Galva looks like they're just trying to play safely here as Sydney Teal sends that across. Galva gets it right back in. Oh, that one might have been right into the net. And that, oh, they're going to say violation on Galva. And the point goes to A-Town. As I think Galva ran into the net and a little slow to get up. That is number 1, Addison Moore. And an injury timeout. She may have bumped knees with someone from A-Town. And she is slow to get off. And she needs a little assistance from one of the coaches along with her teammate. Didn't see what happened. Like I said, maybe her team knocked. And a timeout is called on the floor. So 30 seconds for the injury timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live. Brought to you by MDH. Welcome back to Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here in the third and final set between the A-Town Tornadoes and the Galva Wildcats. It's been a good one so far. A-Town trying to stay alive as out to serve once again. Maddie Stevens, again with 1 ace on the night. Gonna need some more, or at least some service points after the injury timeout to number 1. Addison Moore for Galva. Looked like she may have just twisted her knee a little bit there. She's got an ice pack on it as we speak. Stevens out of the timeout. Galva setting it up and sending it over. Sydney Teal digs that one out, gets it to Sophie Kern. Sophie Kern sends it through. Point, though, as it goes wide. And that is going to end it, as Galva will get the 25-16 third set win, winning a wild one here in Abingdon tonight. So we will recap this one and send you home in just a moment as you are watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology.
And welcome back to Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. And what a wild, wild match that was, as A-Town came close, as the JV squad winning earlier tonight and the varsity squad coming very, very close to winning their first home matchup of the season. We've been on the broadcast for all three home matches of A-Town volleyball here this season, and all three have been defeats, although this is the first one to go to a third and final set. And it was an excellent third and final set for Galva. They got out to a massive, massive lead and would not relinquish it, no matter how hard A-Town tried. A-Town had a lot of great performances tonight. We'll get into some of the stats here in just a little bit. But the final score here tonight for Galva, the 2-1 win, 25-18, 19-25, 25-16. As I've got written down 26-15, so let me just readjust that right there. But boy, what a night it was there for Galva. And what a night again it was for A-Town. A-Town had a lot of great performances here tonight. We'll go through some of the numbers here in just a second, but as I usually do in my broadcast, winning team, we go over the winning team numbers first. And while it's not as impressive as some of the A-Town performers, there were still some excellent performances, especially by number 5, Ava Strom. She had 5 kills and 3 aces here this evening to lead the way for the Lady Wildcats. 3 aces also in the game for Kendall Rogers. Kendall Rogers also getting 1 kill in there. 2 aces on the day for Madison Bates. She also had a kill. 1 kill and 1 ace in the game for Addison Moore, who left with an injury late in this game, so hopefully everything is okay with her. And then it was number 11, Addison Yepson, the freshman, putting on a show. She had 4 kills and 2 aces as well. So a number of great performances there for Galva here this evening. But with that being said, A-Town also had a lot of great performances, and there's a reason that this game went to a third and final set, as it was Sophie Kern. She led the way. She had 8 kills by my count with 2 aces. 6 kills also in the game for Charlie Cox. She also put in 2 aces. It was 4 kills on the day for Ellie Pompeo, 3 kills for Sydney Teal, and 1 ace in the game for Maddie Stevens. So some very, very impressive numbers there. But again, it was Sophie Kern and Charlie Cox. Those were the 2 that really stood out in this one. In the losing effort, however, as the varsity side falling to 0-3 at home this season, and we'll see if they are able to break that tough stretch. The next time we have a broadcast for TSSR Game Time Live, which I believe is next week sometime. I don't have the schedule right in front of me, but make sure you stay tuned on our YouTube page here and also on the TSSR Game Time Live Facebook page. And we will keep you posted on when we will be back here in Abingdon. I should have had that written down here, but I was going from one job to the next as it was kind of a quick day. Or, excuse me, it was a long day, but it was a day that I was going from one thing to the next. So I didn't get the chance to write that schedule down. But what an excellent night, though, it was. Great volleyball on both sides. Even though A-Town lost, hey, it still looks like the coaching from Jessica Lujan, it looks like the coaching is starting to get through. And even though they may have lost tonight, the JV squad looked very different as well. It just looked like a lot of mental mistakes in those first two home matchups that we saw earlier this season. And then they came in here tonight. The JV squad won. And you could argue a number of places A-Town should have probably won this match. There was just a couple of things that didn't go their way, and it ultimately ended up in a losing effort. But this is a very, very talented team here in Abingdon, and there's nothing to be ashamed of here tonight. You lose to a good Galva squad. That's nothing to hang your head about, and there will be wins to come. We would certainly enjoy seeing them here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. And we'll be on the broadcast of every home game here for this very talented A-Town Tornadoes team. And we'll see how it all plays out as the season moves along here. But this team is very well coached, and you saw it tonight. This was a different team. And if they continue to take the coaching from Jessica Lujan, they're going to be in very good hands as the season moves along. So once again, our final score, 25-16 here in the third and final set. Finishing off an excellent matchup for Galva and A-Town. Galva with the win, 25-18, 19-25, and 25-16 for Alyssa, our wonderful camera girl here this evening. My name's Wyatt Reed. It's been an absolute pleasure broadcasting A-Town Volleyball here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.